The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie Broadcasters. Any reproduction without written consent of WSTU and WPSL is strictly prohibited. Now it's time for Quality of Life Radio, brought to you by Cigna and Aetna Medicare. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom Bouvier.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in on this fabulous, beautiful Tuesday morning, December 7th, 2021. And Tom, it's D-Day for us today. It's the big day where Medicare open and where annual enrollment period ends. Thank God.
Absolutely. Not only is it December 7th, the day that was in infamy, because we remember Pearl Harbor, but also, as Gary said, it is the end of Medicare's open enrollment.
Tom stole my thunder about what happened this day in history, but that's okay. We'll have to just
I've been doing that.
Negate that from now.
I did that to Louis yesterday.
Anyway, we've got some great information to share with you, news that you can use. And so in case you don't know who this is by now, my name is Gary Owen. I'm the host of this dynamic radio show we call The Quality of Life.
And I'm Tom, still the Thunder Bouvier, the co-host. So sorry.
And by the way, our show is sponsored by our partners, Aetna Medicare and Cigna Medicare. We're happy for their collaboration and their partnership. And thanks for tuning in on WSTU 1450 AM and WPSL 1590 AM. And if you're getting out of your car and you're like dying to hear the rest of the story, you can tune in to Facebook when you get into your office or at home at Quality of Life Radio Show. So, Tom, we're here every bloody Tuesday morning with saggy eyes and rings around our eyes. Why are we here?
Oh, you're noticing, huh?
No, I'm noticing myself when I looked in the mirror.
Yeah, that lotion's not working. Gary, we do come here every Tuesday morning. We have a lot of fun, but we bring relevant content to our listeners, information people can really use. The second reason is we love to support and showcase local business owners and nonprofit organizations. We have two wonderful guests you'll be introducing here in a moment. And number three, you and I love to educate and bring information about insurance planning to help improve people's quality of life.
That's right. And also I want to give a shout out to two of our brand new clients, Bethune in Port St. Lucie and Doug in Port St. Lucie as well. They're solid listeners of our radio show. And they heard us, Tom, on the radio show, and they thought these guys sound great. They sound like they know what they're talking about. It came in and we were able to help them enroll them in Medicare. So thanks for being new clients and part of the family at Old Insurance Group. We appreciate it. And for those of you that are still looking for our phone number, they can reach us at 772-210-1020 at Old Insurance Group. We're located about a half a mile north of the Roosevelt Bridge, right behind Key West Diner.
Can I give a shout out?
Absolutely.
Yes, I have a client. Brenda is coming into the office at 11:30 today, and she originally found us through the radio show.
Thank you, Brenda.
Yes, so we'll see you in about an hour and a half.
And the rest of you who haven't been to our office yet or called us, what are you waiting for? Tick-tock, tick-tock. Don't call today, though. Last day of Medicare annual enrollment period. You'll probably not be able to get with us. But we should be at the office working and not here in the studio. But this is how dedicated we are, Tom.
Oh, that's right.
All right. The quote of the day today. Do your little bit before we bring our guest up, okay? So I got to do this cute little quote. And then we're going to bring our dynamic duo to the microphone.
Can't wait.
Do your little bit of good. Not bad. Not mediocre. Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. All right. That was by Desmond Tutu. Speaking of tutu, Tom, you look pretty nice in a tutu.
Oh, yes.
For Christmas. Like your Christmas tutu.
You saw it?
Not yet. I've been dreaming about it.
Oh, my. Oh,
Dreaming about the dance in the tutu.
I think that's a dream that won't come true.
Thank God. All right. So, Ryan and Olga Murray, it's good to have you both with us this morning. They own Treasure Coast Billiards and MOMO Photography. We need Mo photography going on around the Treasure Coast. Good morning. How are you both?
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
You got to move up so our listening audience can hear. You may have to share like the microphone and then pass it on, whatever.
Be like Sonny and Cher. Just
I like
singing
that.
into
Sonny
it.
and Cher. Could you
All
guys
right,
sing a
share
song?
and share.
Share and share.
Could you sing a song like Sonny and Cher?
Sing,
no.
sing
No.
a song. Sing a song solo.
So Ryan, start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how'd you get to Florida, and how did you get here on the Treasure Coast?
Well, let's see. I think it was Delta Airlines brought me to Florida. That was about 5 years ago. Got here to the Treasure Coast. We started in Stewart or Palm City, then Stewart, and we're now currently residing in Fort Pierce. Loving it. Loving the Treasure Coast. We hail from Oregon.
Ah,
Yep, so I don't think you could get much further away from Oregon.
I've not been there yet. It's on my bucket list, brother.
Well, put that on your bucket. It is the best. We loved Oregon a lot. It's a great place to live. But, we're also very excited to be here in Florida.
All right. Olga,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about you.
Well,
Get out from under that corner.
yeah. Hi, everyone. So I came to U.S. from Germany, so you'll probably hear a little bit of accent.
She's from Texas.
South
Yeehaw.
Texas.
So, and I love being here. It's totally different from Germany.
So when did you leave Germany?
About 10 years ago. So I had little stop in Oregon for 5 years, and then we moved to Florida,
So let's back up to Germany. Where did you live in Germany?
Berlin.
Berlin. So what did your family do in Germany? This is interesting.
Well, my family actually is in Russia.
Russia.
Yeah. So, but I was actress in Berlin. I played for TV shows and movies, did some advertising. So
You look like an actress.
She was a
Oh, thank you.
superstar.
Yes. Well, she still is a superstar.
She is.
Fantastic. And then you met this turkey in Oregon.
Oh, heck no. I met Ryan in Russia.
You met him in Russia.
Oh, it's a big, long...
Oh, we don't have that much time.
Let's stay by that.
He was
We met in
undercover
Russia.
agent for the
Secret
FBI.
agent. I can't really talk about it. Or I'd
was
have
one
to
of our
kill the
secret
microphone.
That's classified
Not a
information.
superhero. Fantastic. So talk us a little bit about what you guys are doing with the TC Billiards and the Momo photography.
Well, as a husband and wife duo, we're really happy to work together. We consider ourselves very blessed to be in this market. It's a really great area. Let's see, we've been doing this about 5 years for both the businesses, the photography and the billiards here on the Treasure Coast. Treasure Coast Billiards, we basically do it all when it comes to game rooms. We sell new pool tables, pre-owned pool tables. We do all the service, repairs, and so we do a little bit of buy and sell. We buy some tables occasionally, but we do any kind of game room stuff: ping pong, shuffleboard.
Interesting.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards, and it's a good time. We work with really great folks. We're always real happy about all the different fun clients that we meet, and it's been a journey. It's interesting to scope out the market and see what the market is like in this area, as far as what's out there as far as options for buying your game room stuff. And so we're happy to be able to serve in that capacity. We operate a family-run business, so we try to keep it. We try to keep it warm and sensitive to the customer's needs. We're not a big outfit. I'm an owner-operator, and Olga in here.
I'm helping.
Yeah, we do it all together, and it's a good time.
So do you serve your service area? Is it local to the Treasure Coast, or do you cover the state of Florida, or anywhere someone needs whatever?
Well, we've gotten a little bit more selective, but we'll pretty much go anywhere the customer needs us to go. We've gone even out of state before, but really we're not limited by any particular geographic area. Most of our work is here on the Treasure Coast.
Very nice.
Or at least the billiard work. The photography really takes us all over.
So before we get to the photography, on the billiard side, how long have you been doing it now here on the Treasure Coast?
So about 5 years.
5 years, okay.
But I've been in billiards over 20 years.
Are you a shark?
I'm not really a shark. Not so much.
More like a dolphin.
Or a guppy? No. Sorry, Brian.
Yep.
That wasn't very nice, Tom.
I know. He's going to slap me around later. I know it's coming. So.
Yeah, I'm not a shark. A lot of times people ask if I'm good at billiards, but I tell them I only play for money. No, actually, no. It's kind of like NASCAR.
Or real estate.
Yeah, it's kind of like NASCAR. The pit guy never drives the car.
But he can sure set up a level table.
That's what it's
I've
all
seen
about.
him do his magic. I've
That's
helped him
pretty
on a
nice.
couple of jobs.
Well,
so.
that's
Yeah, that
right.
was
Yeah,
fun time,
Tom's
yeah.
helped me out for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, well, don't you?
Then he fired me.
Don't.
I had to do it. Now I have to do insurance with you, Gary.
So that's why I've been singing full time now. That's good. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. That's great. All right, let's get to the photography because that's interesting. We've used you guys at our office to do professional photo shoots. An awesome job that you guys do. What got you into that?
Well, I guess it started with me in Germany when I was an actress. I also started photographing a lot of my colleagues, and well, when I came to US, it was maybe the closest thing to acting. So I started photographing people, and I worked for a language school in Oregon where I was a photographer. And then we moved to Florida, and I started working for Country Club magazine.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
Debbie's
Maybe Tom
magazine.
want to say a couple words about that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the connection.
Yeah, that's the connection. So that's how the business started, and pretty much I dived into this big world of photography, professional photography, because I think in Oregon it was more like easier to photograph. So anyway, it developed, and we do headshots. We photograph car collections. We worked with a couple of local restaurants and did photography for them, for shops. So, yeah.
Well, before we get back to photography again, I just have to ask. Going from Germany to Oregon, what a culture shock.
It is a culture shock. It is a culture shock because going from big city to 5,000 population small town in Oregon, being surrounded by mountains and forests, it was a big change. Needed to pretty much reinvent myself,
Sure.
like from being like busy all the time and seeing a lot of people to seeing a lot of nature and
Seeing too much of me.
I was going to mention that. I figured I better bite my tongue.
Saw a lot of me.
I don't mind.
It's either a fight
big
or
tall
flight
man.
situation.
So
Where in Oregon did you guys live actually?
Salem area.
Salem, okay.
Yeah. It's the most beautiful area. It's valley, and people have. I have to a little bit say something good about Oregon. People say it's so rainy. It's not. Okay, it depends where
Cloudy.
you're living. Also not. It's just like in Oregon, I fell in love with fall. It's the most beautiful season. That's what we don't have here in Florida
That's right.
as much. But yeah, if you have chance to go to Oregon in fall, that's the
Well,
most
you know what? That
beautiful.
sounds great because everyone goes to Tennessee, Gatlinburg for fall, and you
Yeah.
can't even move. I mean, to go a mile takes you 39 minutes or more to go a mile. So I'd rather. I hate bumper traffic. You know, and
Yes.
you're trying to enjoy nature. I hate that. I hate people clawing on top of one another. So going to Oregon but it's going to take longer to get to Oregon. But I think it'd be a better experience.
Oh, you'd love it. The population density is low. Yeah, paid for by the Board of Tourism of Oregon here. We digress.
He's on the clock.
We digress here. Yeah, it's a great state.
Yeah, there's
You'd love it.
Yeah, I've been looking to go there. In fact, we're flying to Napa on the 16th. We're going to be leaving for Napa Valley and drinking some fine vino. And then we do a stop in Washington. That'd be the closest I'd ever been to Oregon. So I wish I had more time because I'm definitely going to put that on my list and spend some good time in Oregon. So
Oh yeah,
that's
you
awesome.
can definitely do a great wine tour there.
That's right, because there is a lot of wine on the Oregon coast, right?
Yeah. Well, valleys.
Well, just shy of the coast. They're just inland into the valley. Yep.
Very cool. I'm looking forward to doing that. We should do a field trip, Tom, to the Oregon coast and then head to Salem.
OIG conference out there. Absolutely.
We're going to take a quick
Business
little
expense.
break, and then we're going to come back and talk more business about Momo photography. You're listening to the Quality of Life radio show on WSTU 1450 and WPSL 1590, America's greatest AM radio stations. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Life has taught you many lessons. Like, all you can eat is strangely unsatisfying. That's why it's better to have what you actually need. You've also learned that one size fits all never seems to fit. That's why a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan gives you care that fits your specific health needs. Learn more at CignaMedicare.com, because life has taught you well. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
And welcome back to the Quality of Life radio show, America's hottest live radio show. Thank you for joining us. I think we're going to be worldwide soon. I understand that we're in 22 countries now. Maybe by today, we'll have 25 countries. So we're getting up there, but we're not in 25 states yet. But we gotta hit our United States first. And by the way, for those of you that are just now joining us, you're tuning in to the Quality of Life radio show. I'm your host, Gary Owen, and Tom Bouvier is my co-host. So it's good to have Tom with us in the radio show, in the studio with us, because he is a lot of fun. Especially when he
But
steals,
not in tutus.
when he
I
steals
don't
my
wear
thunder.
tutus.
Actually, when I mentioned
I'm so
tutu,
sorry.
I saw Evan on the computer there looking up tutus on Amazon. I don't know if he's found anything yet.
I think that was from that movie Up in Smoke with Cheech and Chong. Remember?
Yes. That was a classic.
Yeah,
Love those.
running
Love
around with a pink tutu.
Oh, please don't get me started.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that. That's fun stuff. All right, so back to our guest. We have Ryan and Olga Murray with us, all the way from Oregon. 5 years in Florida, now living in Fort Pierce. I have a question for each of you. So, Ryan, I want to ask you, what could you say to our listening audience and provide tips for buying a pool table? And then also for Olga, what is your ideal client for photography?
Great question. You know, I get asked that question all the time because people will call me up and say, hey, I really don't even know what I'm looking for. What questions do I need to ask? And so I say, hey, listen, you're in good hands. We'll take good care of you. There are a couple of things that you need to know about buying a pool table. And one, it's perfectly acceptable to buy a used table. There are a lot of great tables out there. You want to look at a few things when you're buying them. You want to check some of the maintenance issues or components of the table. First of all, you've got the bumpers, the rubber bumpers. That's what the ball bounces off of. After about 5 to 8 years, they start to get hard, just like old tires, and they get brittle and slow down, and you want to replace those. you got to replace the cloth every once in a while. Everybody's seen a tear in the cloth or whatever, but it gets starts looking ratty, and you want to get that taken care of. But we also offer a full array of colors. So whatever your color palette is in your room, and with designers and whatever, you can make nearly any pool table go in any theme just by adjusting the
awesome.
color of the cloth.
SpongeBob.
I had no
pool
idea.
Table.
Oh, you can definitely do that. Yep. Oh, we've had some two-tone and under the sea. You know it. We can even print on the cloth.
Pittsburgh Steeler.
We've done it.
Wow.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah. So
That's a great idea. Hey, listen,
is.
Christmas is coming, folks. Christmas is coming. Now, what a great opportunity to get a great gift for a pool table or a ping pong table or whatever.
Or have your own pool table
and
if
not
you have
much
one
time.
rewrapped.
There is not much time left, folks. We book up very quickly. We're like
Nice.
2 weeks booking out. You better call me
Wow,
quick.
that's great.
Yep.
Good news. I love
Yeah.
that. I love to hear that.
Yep.
All right. So now, Momo. Give me some Momo photography.
Yay.
All right. So what's your ideal client, Olga?
Well, I love to work with businesses. I like to provide, like feature what people do. Like, that's what I like to do with my photography. Of course, I do family photo shoots. When people get together, I love to do that too. But I like to help small businesses to promote what they do. Like, for example, I did photography for Surf Shop here in Stewart, and it's been like maybe 4 years, they still use my photos on website.
Yeah, Surf
and
Central.
Yeah, Surf Central. Hey, wonderful store. And I think my photography, I hope so, helps them a lot to promote what they do. And
One of the things that I learned about photography when Olga first introduced me to photography, and I've taken a lot of pictures of my phone, but when I was dating, I was a master of selfies, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And it must have worked because I hit the jackpot. But one of the things Olga said is, you really got to love what you're shooting. And that's something I see in Olga's work all the time, is that she really does care about who she's shooting. She really isn't going to let you leave the studio, or if we set up on site, to do your headshots or to shoot your food or whatever. She's not going to leave without really giving you your best foot forward. And that's one of the things that I really love about
You mean
her.
your best face?
Get your
forward.
best face, your best fricassee, whatever we're trying to shoot. That's right.
I love it. You guys did a great job, with us and our employees doing the photo shoot there.
Thank
And
you.
You were there almost all day doing it, and if something wasn't right, just perfect, put your head down, turn a little bit to the left, turn a little bit to the right. I mean, but with me, I had to turn the other way around 180 degrees so you wouldn't have to
bend
see my
over.
face. The backside looks better.
That's right.
So
well, when I work with people, I like to connect with them so they feel relaxed and show the best side, because everyone can see on the photo if you are nervous or if you're like not relaxed. You just like, I want to take time. I like to take time with every person so they can show me the best smile, the most relaxed face. That's like true you, pretty much. Like, yeah, when we are relaxed, that's true you.
Yeah, we also shoot tethered, so you can actually see what we're shooting, and we can work on that and kind of go from there. That helps a lot.
that's
Great tool.
fantastic.
They have a great setup. When they came to the Owen Insurance Group office, they did quite a few of our agents, and I get so many compliments on my picture. And I'm not bragging on it, but I'm bragging on them because they help me be relaxed, bring out the best part of my smile or my eyes or whatever. And people have even said, "Man, I saw your ad and I saw that wonderful smile." And not that I think I have a wonderful smile, but they do, and they got it. They took the time. They made me feel relaxed, and so everything she said, I want to say that's exactly.
I think
correct.
what really set your photo off,
Okay.
made a difference, Tom,
Yeah.
was my bunny ears. Like,
Yes, that's on there. And they say we love bunny ears, and
Oh, my Lord.
now we want you to do our insurance.
That's funny. That's great. So, Olga, one piece of advice before you share your contact information. I'll have each of you do that. What would be your number one tip or your piece of advice that you can give to our listening and viewing audience?
To get a great photo?
And use Olga.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, that is.
Your picture's terrible.
Yes.
Call us.
And listen, there are so many real estate agents, insurance agents, so many people, professionals out there, even attorneys, that need, and CPAs that need a professional photographer to come in and do a great photo shoot because you need some good pictures, guys and gals.
Yeah, just get an update. You know, that picture's 10 years old. Let's get a new one. We'll get you a good picture, I promise.
We've never seen a real estate agent's business card with a picture that's 25 years old, ever.
Never.
We've never seen that happen.
Never happens.
It's like, whoa, wait, I'm looking for this agent. That's me. Yeah.
All right, guys. So how do they get a hold of you on the Treasure Coast Billiards side?
You can reach us at our website, treasurecoastbilliards.com, or you can call us at 772-302-6188.
And then we'll have you repeat those numbers before the end of the show again. For those of you that are maybe driving and didn't get that phone number, we'll share it again. And Olga, what about you? How do they get a hold of you for photography?
Yeah, my website is momo.photo, momo.photo. And phone number is 971-301-3856.
All right, so momo.photo. I like that. That's a pretty easy and memorable website.
Momo.photo.
Got it. Awesome. We'll come back to you here a little bit later during the show. In fact, we may even have some questions for you. Inquiry minds want to know what consumers think, so we may going to come back to you guys and ask some questions. So, Tom, we always share a little bit of information about health facts. I'm going to ask our guest if they happen to know the answer to the question. So, health facts you should know. It could be useful. It could be useless, but nonetheless, we do share a fun health fact. So, how many, Ryan and Olga, how many bones in the average human adult's body? How many are there?
136.
136 says the man, and the woman says how many?
I would say 324.
324. Okay, so both of you are way off. It's actually 206.
That's what I
I
want
knew
to
there was a
say.
6 in there.
206 bones in the average human body. 106 are in the hands and feet. So if you got 54 in your hands and 52 in your feet. Very interesting. So not sure what you're going to use, how you use this information. But again, as I said, it could be useless or it could be useful. But if you have to break your hand, you got, many bones to help support the healing process, I guess. This day in history, December 7th, Tom. What happened? What did you say?
I forgot. I'm not sure.
Come on, Thunder.
Don't want to steal the thunder a second time.
So in 1941, Pearl Harbor was bombed at 7:55 a.m. Hawaii time. There were 360 Japanese warplanes that destroyed 5 of our 8 battleships, 3 destroyers, and 7 other ships, with 2,400 American lives lost and 1,200 wounded. And of course, as FDR said, this is a date that will live in infamy. So it's amazing. I was reading up on it, what led up to the attack of Pearl Harbor and so forth. So very interesting information, and it's amazing how we prevailed. The citizens of the United States prevailed. We persevered. We sacrificed. Many have sacrificed that war, and we prevailed, and we win. We always win, and thank God for the great old USA.
Amen.
Yes.
All right. So then, I know that we've had a lot of concern, Tom, about the Medicare premiums increasing and the deductibles and so forth. We'll get to that in just one second, but I want to share with everybody real quick. And next week, I think Tom and I can hit more on this topic since the Medicare open enrollment is going to be over at midnight tonight. Thank you, Jesus. What we're hearing and what's actually happening, especially in the state of Maine, about long-term care insurance. So if you happen to be one of those that have purchased a traditional long-term care insurance policy, listen to this. 21 years and more than $75,000 ago, Linda and David Brooks had a plan. We all should have plans. With retirement on the not-too-distant horizon, they'd start funneling money into their new long-term care insurance policies, and in return, when age and infirmity finally caught up with them, they'd get help they need without going broke or becoming a financial burden on their family. Then came the shakedown. So they received a letter from the insurance carrier, Genworth. This letter is to notify you that we have recently filed for a 112% premium rate increase in your long-term care insurance policy. Read the letter that David received from Genworth Life Insurance Company. Linda got the same notice, except that Genworth said it wanted to bump her premiums by 146%. That has to be a typo. That would be a typo. It's a practical joke. But actually, no, there's nothing funny about that. It's a company that's passing the buck, or in this case, the bill, possibly for its own failures. So we're going to get more into that next week. This long-term care insurance company in Maine is seeking triple-digit rate increases on their consumers. So, and that's just not in Maine. You know, one of my neighbors also had 100 and some % rate increase on her long-term care policy. So we're going to talk about that and how to avoid that. So Tom and I will dive deep, take a deeper dive in long-term care. We're getting, in fact, this morning, before coming here, I had a phone call about a client that's interested in long-term care, and another call last week about a gentleman who needs a long-term care plan. So actually two, so there's 3 clients right there that are looking for long-term care. There is a hybrid plan that, in my opinion, will supersede the traditional long-term care policies where your premiums go up almost every year. And at the time where you need it most, that's when the premiums will hit you so hard that you're not going to be able to afford to keep it. So there are hybrid long-term care policies out there that will not increase, that will stay the same forever. So you need to know all that information, and we're here to give it to you at Owen Insurance Group. If you have questions about that, feel free to give us a call at 772-210-1020. Or, Tom, they could also reach us at another number.
772-210-1020.
There you go. So give us a call at Owen Insurance Group. And listen, yes, it is the last day of Medicare open annual enrollment.
You'll be quizzed on that.
We've always asked to not call us the last day of open enrollment. This morning at 8:30 this morning, we were blessed to have her, but a nice lady came to our door, knocked on the door, and we let her in. And she saw a flyer that we had on the Aetna Medicare plan. And so she wanted to come in to have some help with that. So we helped her. The irony is that she has a Plan F, a Medicare supplement plan. So are we going to enroll her, Tom, in a Medicare Advantage plan?
It all depends. But traditionally, no.
No.
With few exceptions.
Very few exceptions, absolutely. Yeah. And really, the one exception would be budget. If you really cannot afford that premium on your Medicare supplement plan, if you have the best plan that pays 100% of everything that Medicare doesn't cover, like you have with Plan F, don't let anyone talk you out of it. And the other reason why you should even consider leaving the plan is if you're unable to afford it. But there are other options. You can always downgrade your plan to a less rich plan, but still remain in Medicare, original Medicare. And one of the things that we did, we shot a video a couple weeks ago. We're talking about a plan that most people never heard of called the High Deductible Plan G. And that is the best kept secret. And the carrier, it's the best kept secret. So we're going to be launching that video thanks to my producer over there, my video producer over there, Iggy. He did a great job in helping me with those 12 videos that we're going to put on our website at MedicareJourney.org. So what we're doing is we're put together a nonprofit organization called MedicareJourney.org. You should go check it out, www.MedicareJourney.org. Unbiased information and videos that you can see, very quick, easy videos, not a lot of text content. There is some, but we believe in keeping it simple. That's our goal. That's our mission in life, to help simplify Medicare planning, help simplify insurance planning. When we come back from our last break, we're going to talk more about that. Tom and I are going to share with you some information that we have about Medicare and the Medicare premiums and what you should do the last day of Medicare open enrollment. You're listening to the Quality of Life Radio Show on WSTU 1450, WPSL 1590. Thanks for staying tuned. We'll be right back.
Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Life has taught you many lessons. Like, all you can eat is strangely unsatisfying. That's why it's better to have what you actually need. You've also learned that one size fits all never seems to fit. That's why a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan gives you care that fits your specific health needs. Learn more at CignaMedicare.com, because life has taught you well. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
HR issues? At WPSL, WSTU, and La Gigante, fill your open slots in both English and Spanish. Call us 340-1590 for details.
Welcome back to the Quality of Life Radio Show, and I was just informed on my break that now we are certainly increasing to 2 more countries. We're in 22 countries now, and 2 more listening in from Germany, thanks to our guest Olga, and Russia. So very interesting that people are listening and tuning in from all over the world. So I just want to give a warm, hearty shout out to all those of you that are watching, and say thank you for tuning in. Not sure why you're tuning in, not for me or Tom probably, but mostly for Olga. And we thank you for watching. Before we went on the break, we were talking to you about the Medicare Part B premiums going up, the Part B deductibles, the Part A deductibles going up, the co-insurances are going up. And so I know that some of our congressmen and senators have raised a red flag and are concerned about those steeping, because this has been the biggest increase in Medicare's history on Part B, because most of you who are on Medicare are paying $148.50 a month for your Medicare Part B standard premium, provided that you're not affected with IRMA, the income-related monthly adjusted amount. For those of you who don't know what IRMA means, if you make a lot of money, ask the people that are making a lot of money what IRMA means, because they will tell you that they're going to be paying more money for their Part B premium, Tom.
That's right. Medicare says that if you have tax returns over a threshold of 80,000, an individual joined 170, and they do a 2-year look back, you're going to pay more than that standard rate for your Part B premium, as well as your Part D premium. You can also have a Part D, a drug IRMA as well. This is one IRMA that people don't like.
Yeah, and we had a new client of mine, new to Medicare, Eugene. Shout out to you. He's here in Stewart. Lives in Palm Lake Park here in Stewart, right across from our office. He came into our office yesterday, and I got to enroll him in a Medicare plan, the high deductible plan G, in fact, and the Part D plan. So he was affected with IRMA based on 2 years ago, but now he is not making anywhere near that money because he's now retired. So I said, listen, there's a way to appeal this IRMA. All you got to do is file Form SSA-44. It's a change in life event. Submit it to Social Security and get that IRMA eradicated so you can go back to paying your base Medicare Part B premium. And this is what we do at Owen Insurance Group. We educate. We help consumers live the good life, all right? It's about your quality of life and health. We're not here just to make and sell policies. We're truly here to help you.
Absolutely, and that also means being kind to your wallet. If we can find a plan that meets your needs, or if we can give you advice like you just gave that gentleman to appeal his IRMA so that next year they're not going to be taking as much out of his Social Security benefit check, that's what we're all about, to help you save money but also have the best quality of life, best insurance to cover all of your needs.
And I want to read, and that's 100% correct. So if you need to call us, you have questions, we're not going to force anything down your throat. We are not used car salesmen. We're professional financial advisors, and in fact, I feel that we have a fiduciary duty to our clients. But the fact is that we're going to share with you this quick little story about what what Congress and the Senate is saying about imploring President Biden to step in to make the change with CMS, with the premiums going from $148.50 now to $170.10, beginning in January. January 1st, it's going to hit your pocket hard. So what they're saying is that it is just it's a ridiculous premium hike, which is stemming from the Food and Drug Administration's widely condemned approval of an expensive and possibly ineffective Alzheimer's drug. In a letter to the president, Congress noted that the pharmaceutical company Biogen has placed a $56,000 per year price tag on Aduhelm, which is a treatment that the FDA approved in June, despite the experts' concerns about the dearth of evidence showing it actually works to slow Alzheimer's-induced cognitive decline. Incredibly and immorally, Biogen has set the price of this drug at $56,000 a year. However, the Institute for Clinical and Economic Review, an independent nonprofit organization, has estimated that the maximum price of this drug should be no higher than $3,000. This is a perfect example of why Medicare should be negotiating drug prices with the pharmaceutical industry, and I wholeheartedly agree. The pharmaceutical companies are just running rampant. They're filling their pockets, they're filling their coffers with our money, and I believe that Medicare needs to step in to negotiate these drug prices.
Because something is afoul here. Everyone knows that you can get that same medication many times just over the border in Canada or other countries. I have clients that they literally fly to Europe, they get all their year's supply of medications, and they fly back, and they save so much money. It's just incredible, and it's brand medication, so it's made at the same manufacturer many times here in the United States, sold overseas, but if it's sold here through Medicare, something's wrong, and so we the people need to call our Congress people, call our senators, and
that's right,
and appeal, because something's got to change. It's hurting people. It really is hurting people.
Yeah, to your point, Tom, there is a gentleman from Canada. He's got dual residency here in the United States. I met with him on Saturday to help get him enrolled in a Medicare plan, and he doesn't want Part D. He goes, Gary, this is ridiculous. I can I fly to Canada, get my drugs, and pay a fraction of the cost than here in the United States. It makes no sense for me to buy that here in the United States. So if Canadians can do it, God bless America, why can't we do it?
Absolutely. And you may think this is a wild coincidence. I just had a text in the break from one of my clients who also has dual citizenship in Canada, and he was just talking about a drug. He said, am I going to need to get it in Canada? So this is a very strange coincidence that we're talking about.
Yep. So, and by the way, we have connections with Canadian drug companies. So if you are finding that you're having a drug, that you have a drug plan, and that drug plan is too expensive, it's cost prohibitive for you to get a drug, don't make the decision to not take it. Listen, I mean, our quality of life and health is important. If you need to take that drug to survive and to thrive, then you got to do it. So we have contacts with the Canadian drug representatives, so we can help get you that information as well. But the good news is that I know that our congressmen and senators are looking to have CMS reduce that Part B premium to $159 a month instead of $170 a month. So that's what we're fighting for our Medicare beneficiaries. So keep that in mind, and hopefully they'll reverse that $170 a month premium to $159, because listen, we meet so many of our Medicare beneficiaries that rely on their Social Security check to make ends meet.
Absolutely, and traditionally it's only been a $3, $4, $5 a year increase, and to go from $148 to $170, that's $22. That's like about 500-600% more than the normal rate increase on the Part B premium.
Yes, and also I want to remind everybody about the scams. Before we get to the scams, what is going besides the Medicare open enrollment ending today? What else is going to end?
Woohoo! We hope all those commercials.
Oh my God!
No more Joe Namath or
J.J. Walker
or Captain Kirk
or William Shatner and all these other people. Oh my God, I'm so sick of it. And I know you are too.
It is.
We hear it from our clients all the time. I've had a couple of my clients that I just turn the TV off or I flip the channel and I see another commercial on that channel. I flip the channel again and that son of a gun is on that channel. It's ridiculous, man.
It really is the number one complaint of our
Medicare
clients.
It's horrible. So what they're trying to do is what we don't do. We don't force you into calling a call center somewhere in another country or in another state to induce you to buy a certain plan. We ain't going to do that because, Tom, why don't we do that?
Because we act in a fiduciary manner and we listen to your needs, wants, desires. And we're independent brokers, Gary. We're able to represent all the Medicare carriers in the Treasure Coast area and mainly across the state and in many other states we're licensed in. And so we're able to pick and choose the plan that best suits your need, and we don't have to force you into one of 3 plans.
That's right.
Yeah.
So listen, if you got questions, you need help, we're here to help. We have over 400 agents throughout the state of Florida, other states that can help you. You can also go to MedicareJourney.org for help and information and guidance. We have agents on that nonprofit website that you can reach who have been vetted and who have the education and the training to help you. But again, if you needed local help, we're here at 772-210-1020. I know that some of you are probably confused, disgusted, don't know where to turn or who to turn to. I can tell you that if you go to the experts at Owen Insurance Group, you'll get the right information that you need, unbiased. And listen, just like the lady that came in this morning who was already on a Medicare Supplement Plan F, we couldn't do business with her, but yet we're going to do what's right. It's not about doing business, not about what you could, putting bucks in your pocket or in your bank account. It's about doing what's right for your client 100% of the time.
Absolutely, Gary. And so when we do these Medicare reviews, there's a portion of our clients who we would love for everyone that comes to us to be our client, and of course we get compensation from the carriers when they do become our client. But there's a portion of them that when we do a review, we say, you're in the best plan. Don't let anybody change you. Don't listen to that 800 numbers or those people on TV trying to switch you, even if it's not the best plan for you. We tell them, stay in the best plan. And I'll tell you what, they walk out of there with a smile on their face, and next thing you know, we're getting phone calls. So-and-so called and said,
That's right.
You really do the right thing for us, and we want to give you our time for a review. So
and that's
a lot of referrals.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And that's what's
Exactly.
attributed to our increase in business
Yeah.
in doing what's right 100% of the time. And related to the scams, remember, there's a Better Business Bureau scam alert. Beware of Medicare and ACA cons during special enrollment periods. So we just be careful. No one is going to call you and ask you for your Medicare number or ask you for your Social Security number, who says that they're portraying themselves to be from Social Security or from Medicare or from healthcare.gov. It is not going to happen, so don't fall prey to it. I'll give kudos to one of my clients who got called by one of our carriers to confirm their Medicare enrollment, and they thought they were being scammed. They didn't know who this person was, so they called Owen Insurance. They called us, and thankfully they did do that. But it was legitimate. So we don't mind you calling our office to confirm whether or not that this is a scam or it is legitimate. We're here to help you.
That's right. And nobody likes to see somebody scammed, especially the elderly. And I tell you what, I think there should be tougher laws and tougher penalties for people over the phone that are scamming people and doing people wrong. So
And Tom, we know that the ACA is now amongst us, and now we can finish the Medicare annual enrollment period. It concludes tonight at midnight, 11:59 p.m., which I hope we won't be that late in the office tonight like we were last night. But now that we can focus more time and attention on the healthcare, individual insurance or group insurance, depending if you're a small business owner, we can help you. So there are so many new plans. We're getting complaints about, a certain carrier that gives you the blues because the premiums are going up. They're exorbitant. And so now there are many options. There are 6 new carriers on the Treasure Coast that we can run quotes for you. So you're not stuck in a certain plan. In fact, due to the ARPA Act of 2021 that Biden signed into law, that has allowed for higher subsidies, and so whereby lowering your premiums. And Tom, I know you're doing a lot of ACA business. There's a certain carrier that has a $0 deductible that people are finding to be very valuable.
Absolutely. And you can give us a call at 772-210-1020, and we can do a no-cost or obligation review and send you some quotes on this. And if you're thinking, well, I make a lot of money, and thankfully you may be able to say I make a lot of money and I know I will not get a subsidy, but that's okay. There are still what's called off-exchange medical plans that are full medical plans, the same benefits as the on-exchange, meaning that's the marketplace exchange, where you don't have to prove income or even tell us how much you make or you're going to estimate. So you may qualify for a subsidy, and if you don't, we can find a good, excellent plan for you or your, as Gary said, group plan. If you have small business owners need group insurance, we can find plans for those as well.
All right, so we've got like 2 minutes and 32 seconds left of our show. Dear God, it goes by so fast. I want to give our guest one last opportunity to provide their contact information. Ryan and Olga, go ahead.
Hey, thanks you guys so much, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure for letting us be your guests, as well as letting us be your clients, as well as being our clients. You can reach us at Treasure Coast Billiards at 772-302-6188. And at Mo Photography at 971-301-3856. What a great energy you guys give us. We sure appreciate it. You know, you guys are all in for the good vibes and the good energy, and that's what we're all about too. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ryan, thanks so much. We appreciate that. Yes, and it's awesome to be clients of yours and you to be clients of ours. We love it that way. We love working with small business owners and individuals on the Treasure Coast because we want to enrich in your lives and help you to live a stressful life. And we know and we get it. Insurance is convoluted, it's confusing, it's stressful, and just understand that we don't just do Medicare and ACA. We do life insurance, a lot of life insurance. We help a lot of people with life insurance, disability insurance. I always say that your ability to earn an income is the number one thing you should be protecting. And the way to do that is with a disability insurance policy, long-term care insurance, cancer and critical illness insurance, hospital indemnity and accident. Speaking of an accident insurance, dental and vision. Thanks, Tom. Yeah. Dental and vision. He's pointing to his teeth. We just had an accident. I had to go to the hospital due to an accident. That was not a fun experience. I was in there overnight. And I have 2 accident plans. So I just got my first check from one of them and expecting the second check soon. So it pays to protect your life. So we want to thank you for tuning in to the Quality of Life radio show. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, you must be asleep at the wheel. But anyway, be sure to share us with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your loved ones. Spread the word about the Quality of Life radio show. And remember, Treasure Coast, stay safe, be happy, keep healthy, and enjoy your quality of life.